Welcome to the morning download.
What's up, dude?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just trying to figure out how to not stress as much. A lot of challenges this week.
This week, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just trying to figure out how to just regulate your emotions every day.
Dude,
It gets hard.
it can pop up just quickly,
Yeah.
just the way that somebody approaches you can feel like this whole different vibe from them.
You
And
can
it's
get
like,
thrown off by anything that comes your way. And
Yeah.
it's just based on your emotions, not even rational thought.
it's the idea that I think the things on the outside are what's reflecting on what's going on the inside.
Yeah.
And I choose to challenge certain things in the day. So I'm like, I know these things are coming. So when they do, it's like right there, I have to face it. And that's very strange to me because I can think about something I want to change, and then it'll come into my life and challenge me.
I mean, yeah, yeah. When stuff comes to you, when there's an external experience coming to you, there's like a little pause in between the external and the internal reaction, and that's like where you can think, do I want to react positively?
How much time is that little space?
I mean, it depends on the person.
Because I feel like some people, it's like
some people are just short-tempered, and some people just have the ability to contemplate and meditate on it.
I think some people that know that you are short-tempered will definitely try and react that as quick as possible. And that's something that's had been for me. Like, people knew I used to be short-tempered, and so they would figure out what they could say quick and then stir me up, and they're like, haha, see, you're mad, and I knew you'd be mad. I'm like, okay, next time I'm coming back into the situation.
Yeah.
You say what you want to say, because the fact is I need that inner strength, because I need to be a balanced person on the inside so that I can face whatever comes in and balance it with the right reaction.
I mean, you have the power to choose what you feel in a situation, I feel.
But it's hard. It's hard to understand.
It's hard, yeah.
It's hard to understand we have that choice.
For some people just feel like they're completely subjugated to the reality, and they're just lost in the emotion and whatever they're going through, thinking that they're completely powerless in what they feel and what they can think.
I used to feel the exact same way just a year ago. I used to feel like I didn't have the choice to make a difference in my life. And it just took that time to where it's now I've come to a point and I've just decided I'm not willing to deal with this anymore. I'm done. I'm not going to feel like this anymore. And so I took a conscious effort to make a change in my life. And instantly you just start seeing these differences in the way that people react to you, the way that you react to certain things. And it's how do we take that step to think about how to react differently?
Being aware of your emotions, being aware of your thought, being aware of what you do every day. Just taking a step back and saying, I'm a human being, and I'm doing these things, and just not constantly going from the next thing to the next thing to the next thing without even being aware of what you're doing.
Some people are very unconscious of their everyday actions.
Yeah.
It's how do we become more conscious of our own actions? Being here, not worrying about that in the future, not worrying about what's happened in the past. Because I feel like that's the hardest thing for people. It bogs people down so much. It literally affects their whole day. Because they feel oh, I did all these things. I'm not worthy enough to do this, this, and this. I'm not capable of this. And it's if you only took the action right now, and as you said before earlier, if you take that present action right now to do something that shows you that you're able to do something different, it's you have a whole different understanding of what your future could be. Literally, Alan Watts, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says that the past and the future are just an illusion that we create in our minds.
I mean, the past is just memories from a subjective point of view that we have,
and we connected it our own way.
Yeah, and it's not even the real objective past, because there's no such thing as it, and there's no such thing as the future because it's just not there.
It's all our perspective at that time.
Yeah,
it's this is how we choose to feel. But if we decide to take that action to try and feel a different way about each day, like we choose how we want to feel, as you said. Like, we want to be happy, let's do what we can to be happy.
We obviously have to take actions to make sure that we can be happy. Like certain things, certain thoughts, certain behaviors that you do, but you do have the power to be what you want to feel.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Just a way to start doing that though, and like for the people who are short-tempered and don't know how to like really control how they feel about certain situations, is taking that moment back for yourself, like in meditation, or doing something sort of meditative. Like it doesn't have to be like
like going for a walk, being by yourself for a little bit, and like experiencing that there's other things out here. Like the best thing I do is when I'm walking out in like society and not really able to go anywhere, I literally just look up to the sky.
I literally just said that today, dude.
It helps so much.
It does.
It makes me feel so small.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's so much out here. Why am I
worried?
I'm like, why am I worried about those little fucking things?
Yeah. But just it takes the power to step back for just like a couple minutes. Step back from everything that you're worrying about
and everything. Recenter yourself.
Yeah, it's grounding yourself. It's just being here now, because that's all you have. It's all you're ever gonna have is here.
You never know what's gonna happen. You could literally die today. You could die you could die in 80 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's just nobody understands how. Nobody can predict life. It's unpredictable.
Nobody can predict life. I believe that.
Nobody can predict what's going to happen. So just understand how to
live this day to its best.
Yeah.
Like, I think the best way for us to like really express how we feel is art. Being able to like put something on paper, making it tangible, like the way that we feel, the way that like we view certain things, we portray it out. Like some people aren't that gifted with art, but sometimes they're gifted with words.
Art is such a broad term.
Yeah.
It literally encompasses pretty much everything in life.
Like everything, music, freaking like the way that you do something, the way that like there's so much. Like if I want to channel that, I would say like, like the Olympics. That's an art.
It is.
Like the way in which you've gone about doing something to create a whole different outcome.
You created a physique of your body to do a certain thing, to like artistically and perfectly do that action so you could be one of the best in the world or in your country or whatever.
Tiger Woods, dude, he was doing so well. He was at the top of his game and he changed his swing. Like the way that he swings at the golf club, the way that he swung it, he changed at the height of his career just to become the best. His whole idea was that he wanted to be the greatest golf player. And so he's like, okay, I'm going to make this different. I'm going to try and see what I can do to like make myself get myself onto that next level.
But he was aware that he had to do something.
Yeah.
He couldn't just
do something different.
Yeah. Exactly.
He just had to, because there's so many people doing the same thing and they're in the same place.
I mean, if you understand that you're not feeling well and you look at your everyday life, probably the reason why you're not feeling well. The things that you do and think and feel every day is your life. It's hands down what you're going to experience.
Dude, that first 10 minutes in the morning,
yeah,
you can hear all the thoughts that you've had in your subconscious, like the way that it tells you how to feel. It's like insane how much how much you're saying to yourself without even realizing it. And then if you take that 10 minutes in that morning
and you tell yourself good things,
you just your whole fucking day.
Yeah.
The amount of energy you have, the power you have for the day, no matter what you're doing, you have that power to like tackle whatever comes your way. Because you're like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You're here. Because that's all, like, the concept of being anywhere else is in your brain. It's just all in your head. Being physically here, you can accomplish so much just throughout a day. It doesn't even like matter where you're gonna be.
The amount of time I have spent, others have probably spent, just thinking about what I want to do. I like all that time.
You could have been doing something.
I could have been actually doing something
Yeah.
and actually moving towards what I thought about.
And you can use so much like energy in you to do something. Like if you were feeling a certain way about something, you could transmute that energy, change that energy into something creative. You could create something. You could use anything that comes to you that you feel to just put something out there in the world or take something away.
Taking action.
Yeah.
It's like we all have this energy that we use, and we can either use that thinking about doing something and just creating this whole reality in our mind, like, oh, we could be doing all this, we could be doing all this. Wow, look, we're doing nothing right now. Wow, look, we're not doing anything with our life.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Yeah. It doesn't have to. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you
are doing something.
So doing something and you feel good about it.
Yeah, like having that, like this whole idea that there's no trail to happiness. Happiness is the way.
Happiness just is.
Yeah.
You just have to be happy. Like you have to allow yourself to be that emotion.
Some people, they're like how can I be happy? I have so much things that I have to do. I have so much of like things that I need to worry about.
So many things that they need to get. So many things that they want. They have desires in life.
It's like desires. You can die today.
Yeah.
Then is that gonna matter? I don't think so.
No. Like there are some people like in a sort of materialistic mindset where they're like, I need this new phone because I wonder how happy I'll be when I have this new phone. I'll probably be the happiest in the world.
If I get that Bugatti, then I'm gonna be happy.
I'm gonna be so happy.
Oh, dude, I don't have to worry about nothing.
But then they waste a whole life slaving in a capitalist society to make that money.
Getting towards that.
Yeah, and they disregard their emotions, they disregard their life, they disregard themselves, they detach themselves from a sort of reality that they are in, and they're just working for a fake happiness that they're never going to get. Yeah. It's all about starting in you to get where you need to be.
Where do you need, like, how do you get to where you need to be in your own self? Like, how do you become happy with what you're doing?
You start learning about yourself. You start being there for yourself. You just
focusing on yourself.
Yes, focusing, but also focusing on everything around you as well. Like completely self-centered.
No doubt. But it's like
just having an awareness of yourself
and understanding who you are as a person.
Yeah,
we have so much influence. Like I feel like our subconscious is mostly built up by the way that, like, the things that people have said to us, the way that they've told us how to feel, just the way that we've, like, how many meanings we form in a day about every single little thing. We form like more than 500 meanings in one day about something, like whatever that may be. Like the way
we create our own reality.
Yeah,
we create what we see around us, and we create the emotion that we feel. Like, look at a baby. Completely like blank slate, like that you can mold it into whatever you want, to be honest. It's like, as humans, we have such a power to just think differently because our brains are so plastic. It's just like moldable, and like we can create neural pathways to think better thoughts and just feel good about ourselves.
We have the cognitive ability to create the reality inside our mind.
Yeah, like it's completely possible to accomplish whatever is tangible or intangible and make it happen. Like, you can just create. Like, I created a piece of art. There's nothing like that in the world, and nothing will be like that ever again. Like,
just like the Mona Lisa. Nobody can create that again. Like, you could try and replicate it, but it will never have the effect that person made on this earth. It's insane.
Because of that energy you put into it.
The amount of work and passion you put into things, it turns into this whole other thing that can be inferred. Like, I don't know what the word would be to describe this, but it can be seen in so many different ways, and so many people can formulate their own opinions of it. that's the most favorite, like that's my most favorite part about drawing. Like I draw all these random little things that I like and just allow my mind to express what I feel onto the paper, and then I show it to somebody. I'm like, what do you see? And they see all these crazy things. I'm like, really?
Completely different to what
Completely
you see.
different to
And
what
that's
I
why
thought.
art is so beautiful, because
Exactly.
it forces people to share their perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And you understand and realize that everybody has such a different viewpoint on everything.
The way in which somebody looks at it. They can look at the material, they can look at the psychology behind it. For me, I like to look at the psychology behind it. I'm like, what was this person thinking when they made this? Like, what the hell was going on when that person did that?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much that you can portray and think.
But people get stuck in the lows. They get stuck in themselves and sort of detached from themselves at the same time. And
what do you mean by that?
Like, you know when you feel just really down, you just feel shame about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and you're just like, you kind of just like are hating on yourself. But you also feel like you're detaching from yourself by throwing hate and shade at yourself, by being shameful.
You gotta be gentle with yourself, dude. Like, you gotta talk to yourself like you would wish to be talking to.
Yeah, because there are two people in you, to be honest.
It feels like we're separate in that way.
Yeah.
But it's creating that balance between, like, there's things
the person that's talking and the person that's being. Like the person that is doing the things, like the Tyler that you see, the Tyler that's doing the actions. Because there's a Tyler in here, in my brain,
that's telling you to do certain things and feel a certain way.
And that I can talk
monkey brain.
Yeah. And I can train that brain, or I can train my thought to think better things.
So the actor can train the talker.
It's so odd, dude.
It's odd as fuck. But that's what the world is.
Yeah,
it's odd.
Yeah.
There's things that happen that we wish that, like, for me, like, I want things to happen a certain way. I want things to go a certain way. And life's like, nope, it's going this way.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to deal with it. Because if you don't, you won't be happy.
It's just not even like learning to deal with it, but just be okay with it.
So what's the difference between dealing with it and being okay with it?
Like, dealing with it is like, oh, like I gotta do everything I need to do to make this better. Being okay with it is just understanding that it's a thing, and that, like, it's gonna be there, and if you have no control over it, then, like, just let it go. Just let it out of your system.
Let what out of your system?
The worry to be in control of things that just
we're not God, but we are at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's you have so much power over your internal self to change an external world, but it all starts within yourself.
Like, you know when you're truly happy. Like, when you're having a great day, you see all things as positive and you're having a good time. Then something comes and it throws you off. Then you start looking at everything like, oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. That can literally ruin your whole day.
But it was that thing that threw you off.
That one thing.
But you could have completely flipped the script and caught yourself, and you were like, oh, wait, this doesn't even matter. I'm still having this good day. So you feeling that negativity that time, you fucking be conscious of that. Like, take the attention of that feeling and learn why you're feeling like that. I mean, because sometimes you need to feel those lows. It's normal. It's natural. You have, like, everybody's going to feel angry. Everybody's going to feel sad. But everybody's also going to feel happy and good about themselves. Because we have a present choice. Yes. We have this present choice. Like, I don't want to feel like shit the whole day. I want to have a great day. Because if I die today, I want to make sure that whatever I did, I was happy about it. Yeah. And I felt successful in my own way, that I was doing the things I would want to do. And a lot of people get held up on, I need to do this because this is what these people do, or this is what successful people do. This is what other people do. But those are other people. Yeah. This is about you. Yes, it isn't about them. Your life is molded to you. You are doing the things that you feel that you need to do. Nobody else is, like, people can, like, influence you and, like, maybe give you ideas, but it's honestly just your decision.
And in the end of the day, we talk to ourselves. Like even when we make a choice, we're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have done this. Yo, you should probably do this, man. You should probably do this. And say you do that action, right? You will know once you've done that action if that was the right action, because you'll talk to yourself. But if you truly are happy with the action you just took, you will tell that voice that's telling you, oh, that wasn't that good of an idea. Like, you're like, this is the choice I wanted to make. And I am okay with that. And I'm going to do the next thing that comes to my mind. And that's going to make me happier. Because once you start focusing on, like, there's something that I want to do in life, something that's my goal. Like, we all have a goal in our life, whatever that may be. But we take actions towards that goal. When we don't, we realize that we're going and we're playing with this whole idea that, here, let's take weight loss for an example. If I'm walking like through a store and I'm going to go get my bananas, my milk and stuff for my shake, and I see some peanuts and I see some M&Ms, then I see chocolate, then I see marshmallows, then I see Coca-Cola, I see all these things, and I'm just like, I could have those, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to work towards something. Now I can go get that chocolate. How will I feel at the end of that day? Will I be happy with myself that I took that choice?
It depends on who you are.
Yeah.
It honestly
depends on how much you're doing that.
Yeah.
If you're trying to do something and you're constantly taking steps that are moving you back, you're not going to feel that great. But if you assert that you're making a difference in your life, right? That much, it just makes you feel like shit for the rest of the day. I mean, like, understanding you have emotions and that you can't always control what's going on.
Like, you can be angry for like 10, 16 minutes. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, let that out.
Like,
but the thing is expressing that.
Yes.
Writing it out on paper. Like drawing a picture. Going for a walk. Like, showing how you feel. Like,
just art. It's expression. Creative expression. Or any just type of, like, just
art isn't just oil on a freaking canvas.
It's movement.
It's doing something. Energy that we gain from the day, right? Anything that we do to build our energy. Then the motion. The motion in which we decide to do certain things, how we take the action.
It's that change in motion.
Equals the emotion. We have our energy. We have the things that we do. And that'll
energy in motion.
Yes. Emotion.
Yes.
I think that the biggest thing that I want to express to whoever's listening to this right now is just, how do you express your way of feeling?
Yeah.
And is that benefiting you and the people around you? The most important thing is that you're happy, right? But you know that the things that you do and the actions you take are going to make you feel a certain way. The things you eat, the things you drink, the things that fuel you, the people you're around, are all going to make you feel a certain way, give you a certain sort of energy. And you need to figure out what's best for you and take that action so that you can make a difference in your life. Because whoever's feeling really down right now, I don't want you to feel like that ever again. You might feel like that again.
But, like, just understand that
it's temporary.
Yeah, very temporary.
So temporary.
We both love you so much.
Yes. We do. We love the fucking world. I love that we are here making a difference in our lives and hopefully making a difference in somebody else's.
Yeah.
It's all about making an impact in yourself and then expressing that to the world. Allowing people to see that we can make a difference.
Exactly.
We have that control.
Yes.
So I hope that whoever is listening to this at whatever time, I hope your day is going great. I hope your night's going great. And I hope your day is going great. I hope that we doing good.
Yeah.
But just
have a great week.
Yes.
Have a great week. Just be good. Be happy. Be positive.
The Monday morning download. We out.